Hi friends, welcome to our channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about how to create a MVC web application by using Spring framework. Already in our previous video, we have discussed about Hibernate framework. Also, we have discussed about how to create a web application by using JSP as well as Servlet. So now in this video, we are going to discuss about how to create a web application by using a Spring framework. So it will be very easy. I think easily you can understand it, friends. Let us get into this video. So first, what I am going to do, I am going to create one Maven project as we have discussed already in our Hibernate video itself. I am just creating one Maven project. I will be selecting Maven project and then click next. Previously, we have selected this checkbox in case of Hibernate. Yes, in case of Hibernate, we were worked on a core Java application. But right now, our intention is I want to create a web application by using Spring Framework. So I will be, without selecting this checkbox, I will click next, and there is a option web app. You can look at the option. I have option Maven archetype web app. I will select this web app option to create my web application. I mean web application Maven project, and then I will say next. As usual, I will be entering my group ID, nothing but my project name. Let it be com.valan, and the project name is, let it be Spring with Maven, and then I will click finish. So now it's creating my default Maven project. Let us wait for a few more minutes. Yeah, I think it's created. So my Maven project is created for a web application. But the moment I create my web application project, it is showing error on my JSP file. So the reason is very simple. As we already discussed in our sublet, we have to add our sublet API. That's why it is showing this error. So what I will do to overcome this error message, I will be adding my sublet API jar file by right clicking on my project. I will say the last option properties, and I will select Java build path, and in the third tab libraries I have an option to add external jar file. Here I will browse my sublet API jar file. So these things already we have done in our sublet itself. So now you can look at the project, friends. Once I added sublet API, so now the error is gone. Now let me look at my web app folder. I have a page index.jsp. I'm just going to consider this particular JSP page as my starting page. But as of now, we have created a empty Maven project. But in that Maven project, I have to specify which type of framework I am going to work. I hope you remember in our Hibernate video, we have added a dependency in our pom.xml file to work on a Hibernate. The same way, I will be open my pom.xml file. Here, I am going to add my dependency to work on my Spring framework. Already in our previous video itself, we have discussed how to select the dependency from Maven repository. So right now, I'm going to copy paste the dependency from my existing project. You can look at my pom.xml file right now. I have added a dependency for Spring Core as well as Spring Web. Also, I have added dependency for Spring Web MVC. So finally, we have added three dependency. One is Spring Core, another one is Spring Web, and another one is Spring Web MVC. So like this, you can add your dependencies. Some of them were asked about share the code in the description of the video, but actually it's not allowing the tags in the description. So that's why I couldn't share the code in the description. You please understand that I'm adding a dependency for Spring Core and Spring Verb as well as Spring Verb MVC. You can go to our MVN repository. From that, you can get to a dependency and you can copy paste it. So finally, my dependency work is over. So now I think I can close my pom.xml file. And as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm considering this index.jsp as my starting page. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one hyperlink. Let it be ahref equal. I'm specifying the action as welcome and the display text is let it be welcome. Finally, in my starting page, I have a hyperlink welcome and the displaying text is welcome. So the moment I click this welcome hyperlink, my intention is I want to redirect to the welcome.jsp page. So already you know how to achieve in Sublet with the help of request dispatcher or with the help of response.send redirect, which we have already discussed in our previous video. But right now I am going to show how to make a redirection in Spring MVC framework. So finally, I have a hyperlink. My intention is I want to redirect to a success page saying that welcome.jsp. So let me do one thing. Inside web app, let us create a new folder to separate all our view pages. Let it be the folder name is views. It is not mandatory, but it's better to create a separate folder. I have a web app folder, there I have a folder views. Inside this, I'm going to create one new JSP file. will be selecting JSP file, and I will say the file name is welcome.jsp. In that welcome.jsp, I'm going to display a static data with green color and with bold. I'm going to display a message, welcome to Spring MVC. So hope friends you are able to follow me. I have a starting page index.jsp. There I have a action welcome. The moment I click welcome action or hyperlink, my intention is I want to redirect to welcome.jsp. So now we are going to discuss about how we can make a mapping or how we can make a redirection in case of Spring framework. So let me explore my web. I have a web.xml file which is coming as a empty. Here I'm going to specify my my starting, or maybe you can assume like the front controller. Let me copy paste this code. You can look at my web.xml file, friends. So what I'm doing, if the request is coming for anything, so slash in the sense, if the request is coming for anything, I'm saying that it has to go to dispatcher sublet. So here we have to understand one thing. In case of JSP or sublet, in the form action attribute, we have specified our sublet name to invoke particular sublet. So which means in JSP or sublet, what we are doing with the help of action attribute, I can say I want to call sublet X or Y or Z. So nothing but multiple controller. But here what I am saying that if the request is coming for anything, maybe it may be from index.jsp or x.jsp, y.jsp, whatever it is, I'm telling that you always go to dispatcher sublet, which is my front controller, nothing but my MVC2 design pattern. So please understand the word very carefully, friends. As per the MVC2 design pattern, there can be only one front controller, nothing but your dispatcher sublet. So finally, my Spring framework is following MVC2 design pattern, and the one and only front controller is dispatcher sublet. It's like you can consider a house. If I want to get into that particular house, first of all, I have to open the main gate, right? So that main gate is nothing but your front controller. So once I open the main gate, I may open hall gate or maybe kitchen gate or whatever it is, right? So finally, the dispatcher sublet is acting like a main gate to entering into that particular application. From that main gate, I may get redirect to another gate, maybe hall gate or kitchen gate or maybe bedroom gate, whatever it is. So finally, this dispatcher sublet is our front controller, so which will be actually opening our application. So finally, in my index.jsp, I may have n number of hyperlink. I may have n number of hyperlink, whatever it is, with the help of web.xml file, always it will go to dispatcher sublet. So now, from this sublet, I want to redirect to my own controller, nothing but my sub gates. Let us do one thing, we'll create our own controller. Let us say I'm creating a new class and let it be the package name is com.valan.controller and the control name is let it be my controller. So finally, in my starting page, I have a action welcome. You can look at my starting page. I have a action welcome. If the request is coming for welcome or X or Y or Z, whatever it is, it will go to dispatcher sublet, nothing but my front controller or main gate. From there, it has to redirect to my controller so that I can specify with the help of an annotation called controller. I'm just using an annotation called controller from Spring Framework. So finally, with the help of this at the rate controller annotation, it will come to my particular controller. So here I need to specify if the action is coming for welcome, perform this task. If the action is coming for hello, perform this task. So for each action, I have to specify some uh, different task or whatever it is. Depends our application. Let us see how to achieve that. So very simple. I will be using an annotation called request mapping. I will say that if the request is coming for welcome, for example, in my index.jsp, I have a request for welcome. So I will say that if the request is coming for welcome, I think W is small. I will say that you perform or you execute this particular method. I'm defining a method. Let it be the method is returning a result page in the form of model and view. And method name can be anything. For example, I'm saying that it has to be say welcome. So here what I'm going to create an object for model and view. Let it be MV equal new model and view. And I will say that my target page is welcome and at the end I will return this model and view object. So finally you can look at the code. Once again team, I think some error is coming. Okay, set view name. So I will say that my target page is welcome. Writing. So finally, you can understand the flow once again. From index.jsp, I make it action welcome. The action is anything, whatever it is, it will come to my web.xml file. From web.xml file, it is getting redirected to dispatcher servlet, nothing but our front controller, which is a predefined servlet in Spring MVC framework. Finally, the request will go to dispatcher sublet. From dispatcher sublet, it will get redirect to our own controller with the help of at the race controller annotation. In that controller, I'm saying that if the request is coming for welcome, then I'm saying that I want to redirect to welcome.jsp page. So that's why I'm creating an object of model and view, and I'm setting what should be my view name. So almost we have done everything, but definitely right now we will be getting a question. The page welcome is inside web slash view folder, and the extension of this page is welcome.jsp, and as per my JSP the file name is W capital, so I will be giving the capital value. You can look at my controller. I am simply saying that I want to redirect to welcome, that's it. I haven't specified anything about what is the location of my welcome page and what is the extension of my target page. I haven't specified anything. Simply, I'm saying that I want to redirect to welcome with the help of return model and view object. So now, how to specify these things? It's very simple, team. Easily you can understand. What I'm going to, I'm just going to copy paste the XML file into my project, so which you can get it from internet very easily. I have a separate XML file called dispatcher-servlet.xml file. You can look at my dispatcher-servlet.xml file. I'm saying that I have enabled my annotation because I'm using annotation called at the rate controller and at the rate request mapping. Also, I'm saying that what is my controller package? It is com.valan.controller. I have to specify what is the base package of my controller. So I have done all those things. So com.valan dot my controller. So after that, you can look at my XML file once again. I have a property to specify what is the location of my views, nothing but my prefix. So the location of my view page is webinf slash views folder. So that is my prefix. And what is my suffix? My suffix is extension of my view pages dot JSP. So that value I am specifying. I am specifying my prefix as well as suffix. Because you can look at my controller. In my controller, I am returning simply welcome. I haven't specified what is the location of my prefix and what is the extension of my JSP page. Nothing but suffix. So that's why in the dispatcher sublet, what I am doing, I am specifying my prefix, nothing but my location of my sublet as well as I'm specifying my suffix. So this code you no need to memorize team. You can get it from internet and you can copy paste and you can modify it as per your application. So finally, we have done everything. In the index.jsp, I have a hyperlink welcome. The moment I click this hyperlink, it will come to web.xml file. From web.xml file, it will go to dispatcher sublet. From dispatcher sublet, it will get redirect to our own controller with the help of at the rate controller annotation. Also, it will be executing the particular method with the help of at the rate request mapping. So what is my action? As per my JSP, the action name is welcome. So finally, it will execute this welcome mapping method. I made a model and view, and I set the view name as welcome, and I'm returning. So finally, in the welcome.jsp, it has to display welcome to Spring MVC. Let us run this code and we'll verify our output. Let me start from my starting page, nothing but index.jsp. Okay, it's launched my index.jsp. There I have a hyperlink welcome. The moment I click my welcome hyperlink, if my code is right, it has to redirect to welcome.jsp. But you can look at the error message, it is very clearly saying that so this particular resource is not available. So the reason why it is throwing this error is it is looking for a views welcome.jsp inside webinf. Yes, I have specified my prefixes. You can look at my sublet. I have specified my prefixes inside webinf. I have a views folder, but actually the views folder is outside of our webinf. Either I need to change my uh, location or I can do one thing. Let me keep the same. Let us go with the same standard. Let us keep our all our views inside WebINF. So what I have to, I have to cut this folder. Okay, I think I'm not getting an option to cut. Let me do one thing. Let us copy and paste the folder inside WebINF. Finally, right now you can see inside WebINF, I have a folder views. There I have a welcome.jsp. So now I think I can delete this folder. Let me delete it. So hope friends you are able to follow me why we got the error initially. Yes, as per our code, it is looking for a views folder inside WebINF directory. Previously I have created outside of webinf, so that's why I have deleted that directory and now I created my directory inside webinf/views. Now I think I can run. I will be getting the output. Let us run it once again. Our starting page. Yeah. Now you can look at it is displaying my starting page. Let me click on welcome hyperlink. It has to display welcome to Spring MVC. You can see it is displaying welcome to Spring MVC. So friends, you are able to understand how to create a web application by using Spring framework. Let us do one thing. Let us try to add one more hyperlink in the next line so that you will be getting little more clarity. I'm just creating one more hyperlink. Let it be the action name is hello and the display text is hello. Right friends, I have added one more hyperlink. Action name is hello and the display text is hello. So what is my intention? The moment I click this my hyperlink hello, it has to display a message or it has to redirect to a separate JSP page called hello.jsp. Let me create the separate JSP file saying that hello.jsp. In that JSP page, I'm displaying a message that will be color is blue and font size is bold. I will say welcome, welcome. Right, friends? So finally, in my index.jsp, I have a hyperlink. Hello. The moment I click this hyperlink, my intention is I want to redirect to hello.jsp, which is already created in my views folder. So now how to achieve that redirection? I have to go for my controller. I have to define another request mapping, but this time the action is hello and let me say some other method name, let it be say hello, and I will say that my view page must be hello and the location and the extension everything we have specified in our dispatcher servlet.xml file with the help of property prefix and property suffix. Now let us run this code and we'll verify whether this particular action is working properly or not. I'm just running my starting page team. Yeah, it has started my starting page. Let me click on the hyperlink hello. It has to display hello and Valan. Sorry, it's displaying message welcome Valan. I think I have written like welcome Valan. Yeah. So it is displaying the welcome message with Valan. The same way, let me click back and if I click welcome action, it has to display welcome to Spring MVC. So finally, it is working fine. So this is the way how to achieve web application by using Spring framework. So now definitely you may get another question. So right now, the moment I click my hello hyperlink, it is displaying welcome Valan. But how to make it dynamic view, which we have discussed already in our JSP, uh, I think servlet request dispatcher as well as sent redirect. So definitely you will be getting a question, the same question, how to make it dynamic view in case of Spring. It's very simple tip. What I will do, I will say that before forwarding, I will say that my model and view object dot, I will be invoking a method add object, which means I can add any object into that model and view. I will say the attribute name is, let it be name, and value can be any object, but for example right now I'm passing a value as, let it be also. Finally, by invoking this model and view object dot add object method, you can send n number of object as a input to the target page. So finally, before forwarding to my hello.jsp, I'm adding one object into this model and view. Name of the object is name and value is Arasu. Since the name is add object, you can bind n number and any type of object. Now, we'll get another question. Then how to catch this value? It's very simple. I can go for the expression language saying that I want to access a value from the attribute name called name. So this is nothing but our expression language. So by default, your JSP will ignore your expression language. To overcome that, what I'm doing, I'm saying that I'm using a directive tag called page and saying that is EL ignored false. I'm saying that don't ignore expression language because I'm trying to use expression language on my JSP page. So finally, this is a way how to send the dynamic data to our target page with the help of model and view. Let us run this code and we'll verify whether it is sending the dynamic data or not. Okay, the page is started now. Let us click hello and we'll verify whether it is displaying our dynamic data or not. You can see it is displaying our dynamic data saying that welcome Arasu. So hope friends we are clear how to use Spring framework to develop or to create a web application, as well as we understood how to send the dynamic data to the target page. Thanks friends for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe and click on the bell symbol so that as soon as I upload a new video, you will be getting the notification. Also, you can share it with your friends. And I like to say one more point. I'm not able to add the code on the description because it is not supporting our tags, everything. So that's why I couldn't upload the codes in our description of the video. So hope friends you are understanding.